Calabunga. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the sequel to the 2014 rebooted Ninja Turtles movie. And that's right, guys, the old background is back. I'm back in my own home, in my own room. I've just got back from my grandparents. I had a wonderful weekend, and my sister's coming back tonight, so from now on, the remainder of my videos will be here. So, when the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie came out, everyone hated it, particularly because it was produced by Michael Bay, director of the not so beloved Transformers franchise. Critics and audiences were giving it terrible reviews. They were complaining Michael Bay ruined my childhood, and yeah, it was considered one of the worst movies of 2014. But I'm in the very minority, but I'm one of the few people who actually didn't think it was that bad. Don't hurt me. Well, it wasn't a great movie by any means, but there was still plenty to like here. First of all, the Turtles, they got them perfectly. Master Splinter was a badass, and the Shredder, while lacking any character, was a formidable threat, and it had some great action scenes. The fight between Splinter and Shredder, and the chase scene on the snowy mountain. And Megan Fox, while she's not the greatest actress in the world, she played the role of April O'Neil very nicely. So with that being said, how is its sequel, Out of the Shadows? Well, guys, I have to say, I liked it. I think it is a minor improvement over the first film. And it's a real shame that this movie's also getting mixed to negative reviews, and is not been nearly as successful as the box office as the first one was, because I think audiences are missing out on a, a, a fun time, because the problems they had from the first Ninja Turtles, for the most part, are pretty absent here. Let's start out by saying I love the Ninja Turtles in this movie. They are a great team. They feel like a genuine family, and they unite together to take on Krang at the end, and it was awesome. And of course, they're still, despite being badasses, they're still their fun-loving selves who eat pizza, hang out in the sewer, and Michelangelo still has a crush on April, which is great. They captured the personalities of the Ninja Turtles from the show perfectly, and April, she actually has a lot of substance to do in this movie, while at times she is just there to get the characters from point A to point B. She does do a bit more in this movie, other than looking hot, and while I thought it was a bit unnecessary making her the main character of the first Ninja Turtles, I'm glad this movie focused more on the Turtles, and April was more of what she should be, a supporting character. And the action scenes in this movie are tremendous fun, and like the Turtles even have the turtle truck from the show, which looked freaking cool. And of course we have two new great antagonists, Bebop and Rocksteady, a mutant pig and mutant rhino, and they were brilliantly brought to life. The actors who played them did a tremendous job, and Bebop and Rocksteady, they have this tank which they chase the turtles down in, and that was freaking awesome. Yeah, that shot of a rhino and a pig on a tank chasing turtles. You don't get that in many movies now, do you? And the Shredder, of course, a lot of people had issue how the Shredder felt just like a robot, a transformer in the first film, and had little to no character whatsoever. Well, here he is actually a human, he's actually a person. However, he is pretty wasted in this film. Do not expect much Shredder in this movie at all, because the main villain of this film truly is Krang. Krang is a great antagonist. He's this big brain who gives commands to the Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady, and he ain't to be messed with. I I genuinely think he's an even better antagonist than the Shredder from the first movie ever was. But as much as I had a lot of fun with this film, this is not a perfect film. I mean, there are still some things that hold this movie back from being a great Ninja Turtles movie. For example, Master Splinter, he really doesn't have a big role in this movie. He doesn't really get a moment to shine, unlike his big fight with Shredder. Like in the first movie, he's just hangs around in the sewer and gives the turtles their mission. And also the climax of this movie, it's pretty much a rip-off and the exact same climax of the first movie when the turtles had to battle Shredder on the tower. Well, it is pretty much the same, only the turtles have to battle Krang on a tower to close a portal. Why do so many action movies now end with closing a portal? Kind of similar to Transformers Dark of the Moon. So, yeah, they could have made a more original climax than that. And of course, there isn't a lot of substance in this movie at all. It's but it's not supposed to be a landmark film. It's not supposed to be the most compelling, thought-provoking, masterful movie ever made. It's just fun. That's all it needed to be. That's what it set out to achieve, and it did just that. So, so if you go in just wanting a fun time, just wanting a decent sequel to the Ninja Turtles that will get your nostalgia pumped and bring you back to your childhood, that's what you're gonna get. Yeah, thankfully this movie's not gonna ruin your child whatsoever. If anything, it's gonna make you feel like a kid again. And now this movie has a different director than the first movie. Dave Green took over and he did a pretty good job. I hope if there is a third movie in this rebooted Turtle trilogy, I hope he comes back to direct, because I believe the third movie has the potential to be great. And can we all please stop blaming Michael Bay for how these movies turned out? I mean, because he didn't direct them, he only produced them. I know it feels like a Michael Bay film with roller coaster action, just with turtles and seeing Megan Fox's breasts, but it's he's only producing them. They are not entirely his responsibility. So I can gladly say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, it's tremendous fun. It's a more than satisfactory sequel to the first Ninja Turtles, and I definitely liked it slightly better than the original. In a summer with many mediocre movies, this is actually a decent popcorn flick. I give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows 3.5 stars out of 5. I genuinely don't think this franchise is as bad as everyone makes it out to be. So, guys, thank you all for watching, and have you seen Out of the Shadows, and what did you think of it? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, please follow me on Twitter and on my Google+, and I'll see you all next time.